All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Chicago Bears in tonight's video. You know it. They drafted Caleb Williams at pick number 1. They drafted Rome Odunze at pick number 9. They picked up DJ Moore last offseason via trade. They just traded for Keenan Allen a couple of months ago. They picked up DeAndre Swift. This is a completely different Chicago Bears offense, like completely different Chicago Bears offense than it was last season. They could not win in the fourth quarter. They could not close in the fourth quarter. They were also the 27th ranked passing offense. And I like Justin Fields. I actually love Justin Fields just as much as you guys. But Bears fans fully agree. It is what it is, and Caleb Williams is now the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears team, and he hopes to end decades-long search for a franchise quarterback, one that stretches back 85 freaking years ago. Guys, as a Packers fan, the Chicago Bears terrify me. Their future terrifies me, and that's what we're going to talk about in tonight's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Bears content. If we could try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So, yeah, man, I'm a Bears fan, or I'm a Packers fan, but I don't hate the Bears. I hate the Bears twice a year, and it's when the Green Bay Packers play them. But still, this Chicago Bears team, for the first time probably in my entire life, like actually kind of terrifies me. Caleb Williams, guys, here are some like fun facts for you about Caleb Williams. For some weird reason, before the draft, all the way leading up to the draft, and it wasn't Bears fans, it was like NFL media calling this dude a bust. Oh, he paints his nails. He cares too much about the game. He cries when he loses. He loves his family. Oh, God forbid. Caleb Williams is going to be a phenomenal athlete, and he's going to be a phenomenal athlete for the Chicago Bears. From 2022 to 2023, he didn't throw an interception on 199 passing attempts on third and fourth downs. In fact, his touchdown to interception ratio on third down was 16-0. And red zone wise, in the red zone, it was a 46-1 touchdown to interception ratio. It doesn't matter the down. It doesn't matter the distance. He protects the football. He does not turn it over, as he totaled just 14 interceptions in 3 years at Oklahoma and USC. I never really understood the backlash he got specifically this past season. So he won the 2022 college football Heisman at USC. And this past year, the USC football USC Trojans, their football program just underperformed in every which way. And it had nothing to do with Caleb Williams. Like, you can only do so much. I know Marshawn Lloyd was a great running back, but there was actually zero protection on that offensive line for Caleb Williams. And he demonstrated in 2022 that he's a Heisman, like he won the Heisman. So it's miraculous that he fell to the Chicago Bears in this year's draft, because once again, they traded away their first round pick last year, where the Carolina Panthers ultimately took Bryce Young. Brian Poles is doing and has done a phenomenal job, but like, that's how crazy this offense. It's going to be more efficient. It's going to be more effective. You're not going to be turning the ball over every other down or every other drive. Like, Caleb Williams elevates the Chicago Bears for years, and it's going to be immediate. And the Chicago Bears still went 7-10 last year. And if you're a Chicago Bears fan, or if you watched their team play last season, like their first 4 weeks, their first month, and then of course Justin Fields gets injured, the first half of the season for the Chicago Bears was so dysfunctional, it was just actually horrible. And they started to get it going in the second half of the season. And I don't think people understand how good the Chicago Bears defense is. And all they needed was offensive weapons. You drafted Darnell Wright last year in the draft, right? First round, the dude's a future superstar. He's a rising star immediately. You got Braxton Jones. You actually just picked up another tackle from Yale in this year's draft class. You got Ryan Bates from Buffalo at the center position. Tevin Jenkins, when he's healthy, is a freaking stud. And you've got Nate Davis, who we're hoping is going to come off a bounce back season. But DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet, DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, and Rome Odunze it's just light years away from what they were last season and what they've been anywhere close to in the past decade. Odunze at pick number 9, wide receiver out of Washington. You probably have the league's best wide receiver trio between DJ Moore, who put up a career best 1,364 yards last season, which was sixth in the NFL. Keenan Allen, 1,243 yards. That was his second most in 11 seasons. Oh, and he didn't play the entire year because he got injured, unfortunately. And then you have Rome Odunze, who led college football with 1,640 receiving yards. So keep in mind, DJ Moore also had a career high 8 touchdowns receiving. No other Chicago wide receiver had more than 414 receiving yards or multiple touchdowns outside of Cole Kmet and DJ Moore. It's a horrible, embarrassing statistic. And that's why Ryan Poles traded away a half stale, half open bag of chips for Keenan Allen. And then they double down. You always double down on Rome Odunze at pick number 9. He led or tied contested catches, Rome Odunze last year, 24 in 2023. That was tied for the most in FBS. Odunze notched an FBS high 21 receptions on throws that gained 20 plus air yards. And you also have to remember, DJ Moore was third in the NFL in 2023 with receptions on throws of 20 yards plus in the air. So this wide receiver room is absolutely loaded. Now, unfortunately, we're running out of time here, but once again, the Chicago Bears offense is going to look completely different this upcoming season. Now, defensively, the Bears didn't have too many draft picks in this year's class. And people were saying maybe they were going to take Dallas Turner at pick number 9. That didn't come to fruition. Defensively, in their fourth and final pick, round 5, number 144, from Chicago through Buffalo, they select Austin Booker, a defensive end through Kansas. My favorite part about this is they don't need Austin Booker to perform right away. That's why you traded for Montez Sweat at last year's deadline. We've talked about the Bears' defensive back room time and time again on this channel. Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson, new addition, Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker, Jalen Johnson, getting even a little bit deeper to guys like Terrell Smith coming off a good rookie season, Jonathan Owens coming on over from the Green Bay Packers. You got a star-studded linebacker room in Edwards and Edmonds, and you've got some great interior defensive linemen, guys like Javon Dexter and Zach Pickens coming off intriguing rookie seasons. Austin Booker, to me, is more of a projection, more of a future move, but he's still going to have an impact on the Chicago Bears this upcoming season. So Booker played in 12 games in 2023. He had a career-best 8 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, and forced 2 fumbles. But here's the catch. He only had 1 start. So Chicago was clearly enamored by his high pressure rate, which was 12.1, which was second in the Big 12, and the fact that he's only 21 years old. He's still growing into his body. He's still growing as a football player. So I love the Chicago Bears draft. I'd give it an A+. And I love the Chicago Bears offseason. I'd give it an A+. And as a true diehard Green Bay Packers fan, you guys terrify the S out of me. So that's it for tonight. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that sub button for more. But we'll see you next time. Give me a draft grade for the Chicago Bears.